Hello, welcome to episode 9 of the Superflat Survival World, one episode away from episode 10. And in this episode, now that I have sand from a wandering trader that appeared last episode, I can make some TNT. Which means that I am going to make a cobblestone farm. Fully automatic with TNT duping, and I actually designed this farm that I'm going to build. I'm probably going to make a tutorial on it in the very near future, but it took a very long time, and it's pretty half decent. I just didn't trust any other designs, to be honest. I just wanted to design my own also because it's a little more fun. But I've got some sand here, and I'm going to head down to the mob farm to grab just a little gunpowder. That way I can start crafting up the TNT I'm going to need. Alright, I might as well bring up a whole bunch of gunpowder in case I ever need it in the future. It's pretty fun to have this much gunpowder. These make this look so much more lively. I'm a super big fan of this. But I'm only going to craft one TNT for now, that way I can still have some sand left over when I can make a duper for it. But hopefully I get sugarcane in the very, very near future. Okay, but I'm going to start gathering up some materials that I'm going to need for this farm. It's not insanely expensive. In fact, it's actually a pretty tiny cobblestone farm. But yeah, I'm going to get a chest over here, or actually I'm just going to use the shulker box, and I'm going to start loading this up with everything I'll need. Okay, I now have all of the materials I'm going to need for this farm, and I'm gonna start building it now. And I'm also thinking I might have like a slight sort of building maybe to hide it a bit, but I could also do some decorating in a later episode, but still. Okay, I'm gonna get to building now though. So since I normally build farms from like tutorials from other YouTubers, I've never really gotten to experience the challenges of designing my own farm, which are like really surprisingly hard. It like takes a lot of trial and error, and especially with the farm that involves TNT duping, you've got to make a lot of backups. But also, I was thinking, like, normally when I build farms, I'm looking around and I'm like, this shape makes, like, absolutely no sense. But now, like, since I designed this one, it makes a lot of sense because it's, like, meant to have the fewest possible leaves to still have it so that all of this cobblestone can be exploded and grow back without, like, using too many leaves, and this just makes it so that every cobblestone here is touching a leaf, as you can see. It's just kind of fun. You guys should also try designing your own farms every once in a while. It makes it a lot more satisfying, especially when it starts working in the end. But I'm going to get back to building now. Also, I'm putting these blocks on top of the note blocks, that way they don't make sound. But the stuff still fires, that way it's not super duper annoying. Okay, so now basically all I've got left to do is the repeater timings, so I'll just cut back to you guys when I finish this. Okay, that's all of the repeater timings down, and there is only one more thing to do, and that is to seal off the TNT duper with the TNT, and I guess cross our fingers while we're at it, you know. This should be completely working now. I'm actually also going to mine down here and build a way to get up. That way I can turn the farm on and off easier. Because it's not that it like breaks when I leave, but it actually gives me too much cobblestone when I leave, so I don't want to like have the chests overflowing and then have a bunch of entities that end up crashing the game. So I'm just gonna call that good for now, and gonna make some ladders to get up here, and I'm gonna add the TNT here, and it should be fully functional after that. Okay, so now the final step is just to add the final observer and the TNT in, and we'll just cross our fingers that we've done everything correctly, and gonna place them in now. Okay, the TNT is now in, and this should be fully built. I'm just gonna head up now and activate it, and hope, very, very, very much hope that this was built correctly and doesn't end up exploding everything that I've built here. But I guess I'll move the shulker box and stuff, that way if it does explode then it won't be too horrible, but hopefully it doesn't explode though. Alrighty, let's head up the ladder and activate this. Sincerely hope that this ends up working, because it would not only be super awesome to have fully automatic cobblestone farm, but also it'd be pretty darn cool to have a farm that I designed on my own working. Okay, here's the moment of truth. I'm gonna place the torch and we're gonna see what happens. Alright, the redstone's coming around. Here it goes. It works! Yes! Let's go! My heart is absolutely pounding right now. That was the most stressful thing ever. But it works, yes! That's so cool. I really, really love this farm. That's so awesome. There's just another layer of satisfaction, like that I built this and designed this on my own in a creative world. But also, in case you're wondering, it does kind of hurt you when you stand near it, but it's not like too horrible. As you can see, it only does like 1 heart, and if you stand like here, it'll do a little more, but it's really not that bad. Even if you stand like out here, it's nothing. But yeah, it's going, it's working. Definitely working pretty well. That's so awesome. Obviously, you like wouldn't want to AFK here, because it would take a long time to kill you, but your armor would definitely not thank you for that. But that's so awesome. Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna save a design. Like, I'm gonna make a tutorial on how to build this farm, because that'll I feel like you guys would totally like this, and it's actually pretty starter friendly. You really don't need much materials for it. You need to go to the Nether for the observers, but that's actually it. You don't even need to do the automated part here. You could just push the note block up there, and that would still have the same effect, but that's gonna do it for the farm today. I'm gonna probably build some sort of casing for it soon. I'm gonna AFK the Wandering Trader farm in hopes of sugarcane, that way I could get a sand duper going as soon as possible. But I'm gonna head up and do the shout out of the episode once it's day, of course. And then at the end, I'll show you guys how much cobblestone we've gotten. Okay, so the shout out of today is Humble Variety Show. So I know that you just discovered my content and you are leaving some pretty awesome comments, so thanks a lot for the support so far, and I hope that you actually see this video, because I know that you only just found the series, but I do seriously appreciate you showing support, you know. Thanks for subscribing. Super appreciate that. But that's now 3 people on here, and I still just have this kind of trashy looking wall. So I'm gonna say next episode I'm gonna have a building for this, and I think I'm also gonna do something for the cobblestone farm. Also, if you're wondering why I can't hear the TNT from here, it's because I turned off block sounds. That way it's not super loud and annoying, but I actually discovered that if you leave, there's about a 50% chance that this TNT gets stuck over here, and then the duping doesn't work, but it's super duper easy to fix. You just move them over by one. But I'm gonna check now, and we're gonna see how much I got. That is really good. That's a lot. That's actually a lot. That's a good amount of cobblestone. Okay, sweet. So that's actually gonna do it for this episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.